Hey there, it's Diane Forster, and welcome to I Have Today, the show that inspires, educates, and empowers you. And we talk about the art of intentional living. So, here in the US, spring has sprung. It's March 21st, 2022, and yesterday officially marked the start of spring here. And when I woke up this morning, I heard birds chirping, and I know I hadn't heard them the day before. Every morning when I get up and I wake up and I go out and sit on my balcony and drink my coffee, I'm very cognizant of the noise. I can actually hear the ocean, and I'm about a mile or so away from the ocean. And I heard birds chirping. So, what we want to talk about today is 7 keys to live a better lifestyle in 2022. Right now, nothing in your life has to change for you to start living a better lifestyle. So, that's the theme of our show. Today, we're talking all about how you can start living a better lifestyle right now in this year. So, we're going to do that. I'm going to talk about magical manifestation moments. Boy, do I have some stories for you. I'm going to share the 7 keys on how you can be living a better lifestyle right now. And then I'm going to do some closing comments and some surprises. And then, of course, we end every episode with a powerful live mantra meditation where we take in everything that we talked about in the episode and really anchor that in so that you leave this episode feeling better at the end than you did at the beginning. So very, very excited about that. Now, before we do that, I'm going to do today's intention statement, but I want to back up in case you missed our episode from last week where we had Donna Miller, who is the founder of Purse Power, and how women really have the power with money. Go check out that episode because she talks about an exercise that everybody needs to do in their life. Everybody has to do this. And what she did when she did it, how it transformed her life. The exercise she talked about was going to the cemetery. Hey, Dawn, nice to see you, girl. Going to the cemetery and sitting there with a pen and paper, imagining she was in the ground and, what did she want her life to look like? And so what she did is she planned it and then obviously worked it backwards. And I shared the story that I've done that exercise too. And my process for doing it is coming up in my next book. So more on that another day, another time. So check out that episode. And then if you didn't see my episode with Rahila Narejo and Cheryl Hickerson and Andrea Jensen, who are 3 women who are powerfully making history right now, you've got to see that episode too, because they were dynamos. And so it's still March, it's still Women's History Month, but I wanted to take today to talk about you and lifestyle. And you know what? Our company's called I Have Today. All we have is today. And I thought, let's take a look into our lives on how we can improve our lives. And lifestyle is one of the ways. Are you living the way you want to be living? And by that, I mean, dressing the way you want to dress, living where you want to live, driving what you want to drive, seeing the people that you want to see, going on the vacations you want to go to, like your lifestyle. And how you do that is you have to become it to become it. That's how we do it. So what I'm going to share today with you in that segment, so stick around, is strategies from my book that are so simple and easy to do. It's going to change your life as it's changed mine. And so before I do that, let me tell you what our intention statement is. Our intention statement today is, I have today to live a better lifestyle. So part of intentional living and innovative thinking is, how can I be better? How could it get better? How could I do better? So I'm always thinking about better, hence the name of the book, A Better Today. How could I be better? So how could your lifestyle be better? I want you to take a look at your life as I'm talking to you today and I'm sharing these things. Think how these things could have an effect on your life. So I have today to live a better lifestyle. Now, my team makes beautiful wallpapers available on my Instagram page at Diane Forster Official. And if you go there, there's a button there that's called wallpapers, and they're beautiful graphics. So take a screenshot of it, use it as your screensaver so that you see that every single time you look at your phone, the 150 times you look at it every day. Keep it up for the whole week until our next episode so that you start looking at it and go, oh yeah, I have today to live a better lifestyle. I have today to live a better lifestyle. I have today to live a better lifestyle. You know, Bob Proctor was so big on this too. He carried, let me show you one. He carried gold cards with his intention statements in his pocket every day. And so when you have something that's that reminder, that's how you remember. And we repeat to remember. And I talk about repeat to remember in the book. It's the repetition that makes the change. That's how we remember, through the repetition. So then all of a sudden the subconscious starts believing it and it becomes part of who we are. So go there, check it out, use it as your screensaver so that all week long you're saying, I have today to live a better lifestyle. All right. So now what we're going to do is play our video of intention statements, because we want to know here at I Have Today, how do you live the I Have Today way? What's that thing that comes after the words, I have today too? I have today to love my life. I have today to live the best life I can. I have today to make a difference in the world. I have today to love and honor my family and friends. I have today to, what is that for you? Take a listen to some of these, and then we're going to give you the link where you can send in your video so that you can be a part of the next compilation video and get featured on our TV show. So take a look at this right now.
Hi, I'm Silka. I'm the creator and host of Second Act TV, and I have today to create the life I really want.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Zung. I'm a divorce attorney, and many refer to me as America's divorce transformation strategist. And I have today to live the life that I want to lead on my terms.
Yeah, I have today to continue to reflect and learn and listen and act on my core values in conjunction with the vision that I have to be a force for good and leave my mark in a way that impacts others positively.
I have today to find the best in myself, that loving place inside of me, the part that loves me and that loves others is kind of the same place. I have today to dip into that and to bring it out and to be radiant and show that to the world.
I'm Bridget Grimes, president of Wealth Choice Financial Planning for Women Execs. I have today to help women live their ideal life.
My name is Amanda Marie Masters, and I have today to love me, to love you, to choose to enjoy my life here and now. That's what I have.
Don't you love their beautiful souls? So we want your intention statements. Make sure to start them with I have today too, and then fill in the blank. Make sure they're no longer than 20 or 30 seconds. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can go to dianeforster.com/intention. And also the banner's running here. And speaking of the podcast, let me just let you know where I Have Today, our show, is available. You can watch us on E360 TV, which is available on all the major streaming platforms, Amazon Fire, Roku, Apple TV, Android. We're available also on my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, both called I Have Today with Diane Forster. But we also upload this episode as a podcast because I know some of you prefer to, consume your content via podcasting versus video. So it's available in all those places. So Would love for you to subscribe and, of course, rate and review, because the more you do that, the more it exposes this content to larger audiences and the more people we get to serve. We're on a mission to touch the lives of 1 billion people who don't know their self-worth, to really discover their true divinity, power, and purpose, and you can be a part of it. Oh, hey, Summer, nice to see you. I like the audience here that's live already. So, all right, if you are here live, if you want to ask questions, the place to do that is on the Facebook feed at I Have Today with Diane Forrester. That's where you can write comments, where I can see them, and you can ask questions. So if you're watching on another platform right now, hop on over there if you've got something to say or something to ask, okay? We love your feedback. All right. So I want to also tell you, as we get into the content, that this weekend, which made me want to do this show, obviously I heard the birds chirping and I feel the new renewed energy. You know, when we change seasons and we shift, and it depends on where you are in the world. You know, spring here is fall over in Australia, right? We're on the opposite sides of the planet. So there's different seasons for us, but right here and now it's already winter, just went by so fast. And now we're getting into the spring season, and I cleaned out all my closets. I was like a mad woman. I had 4 bags of clothes that I emptied from my closet. And so, and I emptied out my drawers, and I just was like, nope, not keeping it. I'm giving it away to somebody else who's going to use it, because I'm not using it. And part of the reason why I did that is because in order to create space for more things, because one of the things I'm setting the intention on is I really want a new wardrobe. I'm feeling like I want a new wardrobe. Well, in order to do that, you have to create the space for it. You have to move out in order for new to move in. So I was like a maniac, but having so much fun doing it. So that was one of the things. And it got me thinking about the book and what A Better Today is all about. Now, if you don't know, my book came out at the end of last year, the beginning of this year. It was right around the holidays. It's called A Better Today: Improve Your Life with this fun, inspirational, motivational challenge. And what it is 30 days of quick, easy things that you can do to improve your life. And my mantra here, our mantra is 1% better every day. You don't have to totally reinvent everything. You don't have to give up everything, the sugar and the gluten and the carbs and the meat and the whatever, and give up, everything in your life and think that you're going to have like this massive transformation. That's your mindset. You are so setting yourself up for failure. You won't succeed that way. How you succeed in life is making micro incremental changes. Day by day, 1% better every day, and congratulating yourself. Around here we go, atta girl, atta boy, as I'm tapping my shoulder, my right hand's on my right shoulder, like, good for you. And these are in moment by moment decisions. You don't have to wait for the new year. You don't have to wait for the first of the month. You don't have to wait for Monday. You don't have to wait for an occasion. The occasion is your next decision. It is that simple. So don't beat yourself up if you do something bad. Let it go. It's already in the past, and take that next moment to make a different decision. And so those micro decisions that you make on a daily basis will pile up, and you'll start to see that you get better and better and better. And the way I designed the book is we recap to remember. Like I told you with the wallpaper, use it as your screensaver for a whole week. So you look at it for a whole week, and then the next week you take the new one, look at it for a whole week. That's how you're going to start anchoring these things. And I hear this a lot from people. They'll listen to my mantra meditations. Now I have free ones out there on YouTube and on Insight Timer. We have a channel there where I have teachings, and they'll say, oh God, I love the speed of it. I love the way it makes me feel. But then I wish it was a little bit slower. Somebody said, I wish it was a little bit slower so I can repeat them with you. And I said, just keep listening to it. It's only 5 minutes. You'll start to remember it and it'll become automatic. It'll become habitual. So that's how we do it. We recap to remember, and it's in the repetition that we create change. Okay. All right. So I want to just tell a quick couple of magical manifestation moments. Sometimes I struggle with that. Magical manifestation moments, because I was reminded of something, and I love how the universe, oh man, I love how the universe shows us things and tells us things. Okay. So before I share the 7 keys with you, let me just share this with you because this is so powerful. And I don't know if Dawn is still on here. If you're on here, Dawn, still, if you're still here, write something in the comments section because this involved you. So I want to tell you this story about, I went to Joshua Tree a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. Oh my God, almost 4 years ago now. And when I went on that trip, it was to get away by myself. I needed to unplug. It was the end of summer and I hadn't taken any time off. I worked so hard that summer and I just said, I need to go unplug. I want to go by myself. I want to sleep. I want to read. I want to write and I want to meditate. And of course, I want to go to Joshua Tree. I wanted to go to the park. So I went on this trip. And before I was going, I said, I want to take one book with me, only one book. And the reason why I wanted to take one book is because I always think I overachieve. Like I'm an overachiever. I always think I'm going to do more than I do. Now, let me back up a little bit and tell the back end of this story. So a couple of years before then, before I moved, it was the weekend of my estate sale. It was my last weekend living in Chicago, and I had to get out of the house. And so I went with my girlfriend, Dawn, who's here today. We went out to lunch, and then we found ourselves in a used bookstore. Walking through the bookstore, and I see Wayne Dyer's book, Your Erroneous Zones. And it caught my eye and attention. I thought, God, I don't have that book. I should probably pick up that book. But then I got distracted. We went down a different aisle and I forgot about it. The very next day, now again, I have to get out of the house for the estate sale. So I go to meet a girlfriend in Evanston. We go out to lunch to say our goodbyes, same thing like I did with Dawn the day before. And we end up in a used bookstore. And as I'm walking through the bookstore, I'm turning an aisle and I kid you not, that book, Your Erroneous Zones, is like right in my face right here. And I went, oh God, I got it. I got it. Okay, I got it. I'm getting the book. So I get the book. I buy the book. Wayne Dyer dies the next day. Gives me goosebumps when I tell this story. I mean, he was already moving through people and inspiring people. Oh, he's totally moving through me right now. Already before he passed. It was just the craziest thing. So I had to give you that little bit of backstory. Okay, so he's been a guide of mine. He comes to me in my dreams. A lot of people channel him. Gabby Bernstein talks all the time that, Wayne Dyer's one of her guides as she's channeling all her books. He just has this omnipresence, right? So now I'm getting ready to go to Joshua Tree and I want to take one book. And I know you think it was Your Erroneous Zones, but it wasn't. But I got the call to bring this book by U.S. Anderson called 3 Magic Words. Now, I've had this book for several years. This is not light reading at all. I'm showing you this book. So I was like, something was telling me to bring this book. So I bring this book. So I go on my trip. Sorry about the background noise. I go on this trip. I did everything I wanted to do. I was napping. I was reading. I was writing. I was meditating. I went on hikes. Like, it was so amazing. Now it's getting near dusk time and I want to go to the park. I want to go be in the park for dusk because I want to be in the stars. I want to be there at night. So I didn't know where I was going. So I went on YouTube. I had some maps that I picked up at the visitor center and they weren't really telling me what I wanted. And I said, you know what, I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to look up a video on YouTube, best places, what to do. So I'm listening to this video as I finished my dinner and I'm cleaning up the dishes and the video ends. And you know how YouTube automatically plays the next video? It's Wayne Dyer and he is literally reading the first meditation from this book that I had read an hour before. I'm not kidding. The same exact thing. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I'm washing the dishes and I'm listening. I'm going, no, stop it. Get out of here. Like, come on. And he starts talking to me. Diane, get moving, get going, get off your assets and get out there. Get out there, make the impact that you're supposed to make, be the leader that you are. Now, this is almost 4 years ago, right? And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I go to the park, and the park is freakishly eerie and beautiful at dusk, all the Joshua trees. And I was just magical, magical. So I get like halfway through the park and I pull over, and I'm afraid to get out of my car because it's really dark there. And I saw a lot of like eyes, and I'm like, I'm not getting out of the car. I open up my moonroof, and I am literally sitting on the console of my moonroof with my head out, and I'm looking at all the stars. And Mars was like so close I could touch it. And I'm talking to my mom, I'm talking to my angels and my guides, and going, thank you for your guidance. And am I on my path? Can you give me a sign? Let me know, point me in the right direction, all of those things that come up for us. So I'm there about a half hour, and I decide to leave. I get my car, I turn around and start exiting the park. And I'm not kidding you, a hawk flies in front of my windshield, had to have a 6-foot wingspan. And I'm like, oh my God, huge. So I go home and I look up the meaning of this, the spiritual symbolism of hawk, and it's leadership. And I said, wow, immediate responses to my questions. I put all these pieces together. Like I could, in my mind, link the whole Wayne Dyer thing all the way back to that moment, him letting me know he's right there, the whole thing with the park, everyone answering me. So the story of the magical manifestation moment is this. The moment you ask, you get your answer. The moment, not an hour later, not a day, the moment. But it's the moment you ask, but you have to be ready to receive. You have to pay attention to the signs because they are coming to you in so many different ways. In animals, in numbers, in people, in books, in circumstances. It is all around you all the time. So ask and pray for what you want. Believe that you deserve it and you're worth it, and accept and receive it. No, it's coming to you all around you. So I wanted to share that story before I get into the keys, and I hope you enjoyed it. And pay attention to the signs. I'm going to anchor this in with our mantra meditation at the end, okay? All right. So now let's do this. Before we get into the 7 keys, let's have a quick word from our sponsor, the Spifter, and then we'll get into the content, all right? Hang on. Here we go. This week's episode of I Have Today is brought to you by the Spifter. The Spifter is a fun sifting spoon that makes cooking, baking, and decorating with sugars and spices so much fun. No more mess or wasting your spices. It's fast, clean, and easy. Everything looks and tastes delicious. It's also great for straining loose tea, getting pesky broken cork out of your wine glass, and draining liquid off food like olives and capers. Whether you're a novice cook or a gourmet chef, you'll love the results. The Spifter, the kitchen gadget that no kitchen should be without. All right, so here we go. So the 7 keys that I'm going to share with you, the keys to creating a better lifestyle start with breaking up the monotony of your life. And by the monotony, I mean, are you waking up the same way every day, going down and automatically getting your cup of coffee, showering the same way, commuting the same way, doing the same old routine every day? If your days if the way you're living today is not different than the way you lived today, You need to change your life. You need to create awareness. That monotony, what happens is 95% of the thoughts that we're thinking today are the same thoughts that we thought yesterday. So we have to shake things up in order to create new neural pathways in our mind in order to have change. If you don't change your state, if you don't change your subconscious, if you don't become a different person, you will continue to do the same thing over and over again. You will continue to keep that weight on or continue to gain weight. You will continue to attract the same kind of partners in your life. You will continue to live this same story over and over. And I am going to help you change that today. Okay. So that's part of living a better lifestyle. All right. So what I want to tell you first, the first key is this. And of all the things that I'm sharing today, I'm giving you the most challenging one first, okay? I like to start with the hardest. It's not hard. Here's how hard it is. I want you to write down 12 goals for the year. 12 monthly goals, one per month. I want you to put it in your calendar. Write it on a piece of paper first. What you can do is actually Brendan Burchard does this. He'll put a grid together like 3, 6, 9, 12. However you want to do it. You want to write it across a page. You want to get a monthly calendar and write it at the top. Any way you want to do it. But I want you to write down 12 goals this year. Now, the goals can be anything that you want them to be. Actually, let me turn to the page of the book, day 14. This is day 14 in the book. By the way, this book is designed that you could pick it up anytime, anywhere. I mean, I encourage you to do it in order, and I encourage you to do all 30 days, but you absolutely don't have to. You can literally pick it up anytime. And it's designed to be a reference for you to go back to over and over and over again. Okay, so what I want you to do is write down 12 goals. I'm You could also say, I want one massive goal at the end of the year. So say you wanted to lose 50 pounds. I'm just throwing this out there. Say your goal was to lose 50 pounds. This is what I write about in the book. You put the amount of goals that the amount of weight you want to lose per month. Let's break it down. If you were doing this for a year, okay, 50 pounds is less than 5 pounds a month. It's less than 5, which means it's just about a pound per week. That's it. Could you lose a pound a week so that in a year you were 50 pounds lighter? You could totally do that. You could do this with anything. So you can break down any goal you want if you want it to be a massive one, or write down 12 goals that you want, but one goal per month. And they could be linked. All right, well, I have $10,000 in debt that I want to get rid of this year. Okay, so $10,000 in debt is under $900 a month. Okay, break down $900 a month divided by 4 weeks. What is that? I can't even think. It's $300 and something. You can even break it down by day. Break down the goal. Break it down. That's how you achieve them. 1% better every day. But you got to know what you're dealing with. If you don't break it down, the outcome first, it's much, much harder to receive. Okay. So that's key number 1, 12 goals this year. You are going to feel so good. It was so good for me to go back and look at my goals, the intentions that I set at the beginning of the year, and the things that have already happened. Crazy, crazy stuff. 2 TV appearances, international best-selling book, hired another employee, created some other funnels, got new clients. It's crazy, the stuff that happens, but you have to set the intentions and do it. So write down the goals, okay? Oh, thanks, Coach Ron. This book is awesome. I bought 10 and have given them away, and people got out of their way to thank me. Have gone out of their way to thank me. That is so great. Thank you for sharing that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, the next one is super fun. You ready? And I just heard from somebody today who did this. I'll share that in a moment. Number 2 is put an unplanned vacation or getaway on your calendar. Now, does that sound like a challenge? That's your opportunity. It's so much fun to have things to look forward to. So put an unplanned vacation on the calendar, actually write it down. Where is it? Where are you going? What are you doing? And put it down. So we think that we have to save the money and then go on the vacation. No. You put the vacation on the calendar first, and then the universe helps bring all the resources to make it come true for you. That's part of the when then syndrome, which I'm not talking about it today, but that's day 2 of the book, that we suffer from when then syndrome. Well, when I have it, then and that's a childhood programming that we all have in us, that we think we have to, suffer through something really difficult that we don't want to, or something painful that we really don't want to do in order to get the reward. And that is just not true. It's not true. So when you understand that, so put the planned vacation on your calendar now. Do it. One of the things I have on my calendar, I had it in May, and now I can't do it until the fall, just because I have too many things going on. Great, amazing things going on. But so I can't do it. I am going on a trip to Costa Rica. My girlfriend lives there. I'm going to a retreat center. I cannot wait to go. So it's on the calendar. I've already talked to the resort about it. It was not planned. It was not part of my year, but I'm going and I'm doing it. And I'm so excited. So let me know, put it on your calendar. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? No limits. Get it there first. That's how you make your dreams come true. All right. So that's the second key to living a luxury, adding to a better lifestyle. Okay. So number 1, remember, recap to remember. Number 1 was put 12 goals on the calendar. All right. Number 2, put an unplanned vacation on your calendar. Okay. Now, does this feel more luxury and better of lifestyle already? Just talking about this, right? I mean, you haven't done anything yet, but you're thinking about it. You're breaking the monotony. I just love it so much. Okay. I love this next one. You ready? Buy something decadent for yourself. That's day 9. Buy something decadent for yourself. It doesn't have to be extravagant, but what's decadent to you? A beautiful new lipstick, a great scarf, fun purse or wallet, an ice cream cone if you never eat ice cream, or tiramisu, or anything. Something decadent for yourself. Now, here's the key. Don't feel guilty about it. That money that you spend on that, invest in that, is for you. You're worthy. You've earned it. You deserve it. No guilt. Don't think, oh, that should have gone to something else, or some bill, or taxes are coming up. No. Do it for you, just for you. Buy something decadent for yourself. It feels so good. So good. I told you I cleaned out my closet this weekend, got rid of all the things that I just know I'm never going to wear again. It's not even like it's not going to fit me again. I just know I'm never going to wear it again. I've worn this enough. It's in good condition. I want to gift it to somebody else. I want to give it away to somebody who will really enjoy it. I've gotten my enjoyment out of it. So I want to make space for new. And then I went out and bought myself a pair of shoes. New pair of shoes that I love. I love. And they're Tom's, and they're fun. And Tom's gives, for every pair you buy, they give away a pair. That felt really good. Zero guilt, right? So do something decadent for yourself. Okay. All right. All right. You ready for the next one? The next one is, oh, I love this one. Write down 3 wishes. 3 wishes. This is day 19 of the challenge. All right, let me tell you what it says here. Let me get here. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to write down 3 wishes. A wish, a goal, a dream. Just like Aladdin's lamp with 3 wishes, write down your 3. It could be related to relationships, family, health, career, anything you want it to be about that you'd like to manifest or attract into your life. Now, here is the key. I'm not going to read the rest of this. Oh, one more thing. Yes, and put a by when date on it. You know why you want to put a by when date on it? Because to the universe, everything is now. So give it more direction, okay? The spirit really likes that. The angels really like that. God really likes that. Whatever you believe in really likes when you do that. Okay. So what I was going to just say about that is that when you write down these goals, okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get all your emotions involved in it. I want you to feel the experience of having it. I want you to see it in your mind. I want you to hear sounds around it. Pay attention to the colors. Pay attention to the, everything about it. Get all your senses involved in it, okay? And envelop it into you, because that's how it will become a part of you. Again, if your life isn't coming from you, it's happening to you. You must become it to become it. And a lot of the visualizations out there talk about stepping into it, like stepping into your future self. I don't know what's going on with my hair today, but it's driving me nuts. I can see it. It's driving me nuts. So you want to become it to become it. Okay. If you don't change your state of being, you will stay the same way. If you see yourself as a millionaire, that's something that you want. You have to see yourself as the millionaire. What would a millionaire do? How would a millionaire carry themselves? How would they respond? How would they react? How would people respond to them? How would they live? How would they dress? How would they sleep? How would they eat? What would they drive? Like, literally imagine it. Okay. So I want you to do that with your wishes. Not only wish them, but don't wish them like they're far out there. Guess what happens? They stay far out there. You don't want that. Become it. Really envelop it. Okay. All right. That is a great one. That was write down your 3 wishes, day 19. Okay. Next, to live a better lifestyle, I want you to try something new to eat. I want you to taste a different food, something you've never tasted before. Whether you go out to a restaurant to do that, or you go to the grocery store and you go home and you cook something or prepare something, this expands your mind and your lifestyle. It really does. It sounds so simple and easy. It's supposed to be. Again, where you're breaking up the monotony. So if you're trying to live a better lifestyle, expand it by trying that. All right. So that is day number 12 in the book. Okay. How are you guys liking this so far? Is this fun and like simple and easy? Isn't this a great opportunity to expand your life and expand your lifestyle? All right. Now, I am going to talk about the next one is when then syndrome. Okay, I didn't realize that I had it on here, but that is the next one. And it's good. You know what? I've talked about this one a lot. It is day 2 of the challenge. You need to understand how much you're living with when then syndrome in your life. When then syndrome started when we were kids, and our parents used this. And hey, I, as a parent, I used it too, as a smart, strategic parenting tool to get your kids to do something that they didn't want to do. It was the art of negotiation, right? All right, well, when you finish your dinner, then you can watch TV, or when you clean your room, then you can go out and play. And, when you do your homework, then you can play video games, whatever it is, or I'll read you a story. When you take your bath, then you can have a cookie, whatever. We grew up believing, I have to do this thing over here in order to get this thing that I really want. Where is that showing up in your life? Every tip that I just gave you right now truly does not cost you anything but time invested in imagination, in thought, in intention, and in inspired action. Do not go over to the place where it's like, yeah, but it takes money to do that. Money is energy, like everything else. My lamp, my photo here, the book there. Everything is energy, including money. And we are vibrating at a certain level. So's money. You feel bad about money, it's going to stay away from you. If you think, oh, everything that I have to do takes money, it does. But that's just a reality. You don't have to feel bad about it. You want to attract it in your life. You want to feel good about the money that you spend. You want to feel good about the things that you have to do in your life. All of those things. You have a goal that you want to achieve, spend time. And my coach, Ron Tunick, is here. Ron Tunick calls it the thinking room. Spend time in your thinking room every day. Spend time in visualization every day. The life you want, everything. The beautiful lifestyle, the luxury, the travel, the freedom, the friends, the connection, the experiences, the resources, everything you want starts in the mind, in imagination. Everything. When you wake up and you grab your phone and you hit your day, oh my God, I got all these things to do. You start texting, you start checking emails, you get on social media, you have completely given your power away. Completely. 100%. You need to spend time being selfish for you. It's for you. It's not, doesn't hurt anybody else. In fact, it helps other people. You are more valuable in your life to yourself and others by spending time in creative visualization, in meditation, in visualization, in thinking, using that time. So look where you are living in a when-then situation in your life and where that's blocking you from your happiness, your manifestations, your fulfillment, your lifestyle. How's it affecting you? All right. And number 7, this is the biggest, and I saved the best for last. This is day 22, and it is you are not your story. You need to stop telling your story. You need to stop talking about who did you wrong and how they hurt you. You need to stop talking about the bad things that happened, the fight you had with your kids or your spouse or your friend or your ex. You need to stop telling the story of all the pain from your past. You need to stop it because you are the only one, first of all, who cares. Sorry to give it to you strong and straight. You are truly the only one who cares. Nobody else cares about it. They don't want to hear it anymore. And you are the only one who keeps it alive. You are the only one that gives that life. You need to tell the story of your gratitude, your appreciation, the positivity, and the life that you want. I never talk about my past, only when I'm speaking and being interviewed and they make me say from where I was. I never say the word stressed. I never say I'm stressed. I never say I'm worried. I never say I'm anxious. I never say I'm struggling. I never say anything. I never say, I never focus on my past anymore. I've been there, done that, saw how it served me and learned, oh, that's back there. And I shared this in a TikTok video. I don't understand what it's going to take other than intentional people like myself and the other thought leaders out there and the experts and the coaches and the people who really care about people, what it's going to take for us to stop talking about the past. The thing history repeats itself is a lark of baloney. History only repeats itself because people keep saying history repeats itself. I want to listen to forward-thinking people. Wow, that's not true. If history repeated itself and everything was already known, what would be the point of existing and being creators? We've never been more forward-thinking right now. Things are moving fast. So we are never going to end wars. We are never going to end segregation and racism and all the things that are in the world. Now, I'm totally on my soapbox right now, so let me roll. We are never going to end that as long as we keep focusing on the past. You are all here on your own journey to experience your own experiences, to love, to create, to connect, to experience contrast, to have that too, but also to just be the better version you can be today than you were yesterday. And by piling on those better todays and better todays and better todays and loving yourself unconditionally, just as you are just perfect. You're perfectly imperfect. You're a work of art and a work in progress at the same time. And you're not in competition with anybody but your future self. And so if we could just love ourselves unconditionally and let go of the need of that and stop telling our story like it's some badge of honor that we've gone through so much, trying to elicit support and connection with other people. If we don't stop that, we will never get past it. So the goal for you is to create your new story. Create it. Create it. I don't ever rehash bad stuff in my journal. Been there and done that too. I write everything that I'm grateful for, all the lessons I learned along the way, and what my intention is going forward. Always future forward facing all the time. It's not that we don't want to remember the past, the good times and all of that. And it's not that we don't want to take the lessons with us, but we don't need to be talking about them, right? That's just my 2 cents on it. So those are the 7 keys for a better lifestyle. I hope you guys enjoyed that. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tell you, I want you to buy the book if you haven't already. And thanks for the shout out, Coach Ron. And thanks for buying 10 copies and passing them out. I love that. You know what? I do that too. When I read great books, during the holidays, I send them to my clients, to my friends and send them out there. I'm big on that. When you learn, you teach, and when you give. And one of the ways to do that is by books. So I'm going to encourage you guys to buy A Better Today. It's available on Amazon. If you search A Better Today, Diane Forster, it will pop up. But before you do that, listen to this message and this special offer and opportunity I have for you right now. Take a look. Hey there, it's Diane Forster, and I want to thank you so much for watching I Have Today. And I'd like to extend an invitation to you to buy my brand new international best-selling book called A Better Today, which is a fun, inspirational, motivational 30-day challenge where each day for 30 days, you get one little thing that you need to do to change your life and improve your life. And so part of the reason why some people struggle to make changes in their life is because they try to do too many things at once. How real, lasting, positive, permanent change happens is through micro bites, micro actions. They create the macro results. So it's available at Amazon. I invite you to pick up a copy there. And for a limited time, I'm offering you a special opportunity. When you buy the book, I am going to give you 4 of my courses for free, absolutely for free. And that's at abettertodaybook.com, abettertodaybook.com. So check it out and start improving your life and making each day of your life better and better, starting today. Thanks. Yeah, so this is your opportunity. Get the book and on Amazon, and then go to abettertoday.com. Just put your order number in there and you will get 4 of my courses for free. My Mindset and Manifestation program, my 10 Days to Your Passion and Purpose program, the video series that goes to the book, and 3 tips to get everything you want. That's over 2 months of daily 1% better every day with these micro changes. So it's my honor and privilege. So get it while it's still available, though, because we're going to be pulling that down very, very soon. Okay, so I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I'm getting ready to do the mantra meditation. I can't believe how fast this episode went by. I'm just so full of spring energy and so excited to be alive today and be with you here today. And don't forget, send us your intention video. I have today to fill in the blank, and then also get the book, subscribe to everything at Diane Forster Official is where you find me on social media. And I Have Today with Diane Forster is the TV show on Facebook, YouTube, and E360 TV. And so with that, let's get ready to do the meditation. So this is something that I do every week. If you're driving, please don't do it. You can listen along, but don't close your eyes. But what we do is we want to stop and really integrate everything that we just learned, because I gave you a lot today. I really piled it on today. And so what I want you to do is really leave the show feeling better at the end than you did at the beginning. And I really want you to understand your power, the power of these words, and the power of spending just a few minutes anchoring this in. It is going to heal you on a physical, emotional, spiritual, and cellular level. It really does. It's powerful the way this works. And so what we do is we're going to take 2 breaths. We're going to do this twice. You're going to breathe in for 4 and pull that energy all the way down to your root chakra. Okay. We're going to hold it for 8. And as we hold it, I want you to count to 8, and I want you to force that energy into each one of your chakras as if they're lighting up the colors that they are. So red for your root, orange for your sacral, yellow for your solar plex, green for your heart, blue for your throat. You don't have to remember any of this, by the way. Indigo for your third eye, violet for your crown, and then white for the soul star. You can just say 1 to 8. That's all you need to do. Don't worry about it. I don't want you getting confused. But the reason why this is so powerful and why I have you do that is because our chakras, our energy centers are connected to everything in our body. So when we send them energy and light them up, they literally heal everything. I'm not kidding, everything. It's so powerful. And the soul star, which is about a foot above your head, is your quantum point. This is where the universe brings us in the information. If you know anything about our extended body, we're more than this physical body in the toroidal field. If you don't know what it is, look it up. I'm not going to go through it. Just trust me when I tell you this is really, really important. And so it kind of cleans that residue, as my friend Katie Bray says. And so what it does is it allows you to be able to receive things, get the ideas, hear the messages, all of a sudden get the hit to text somebody or look something up or go do something. That's what you want to do. Okay. And then we breathe it out for 8 seconds because we want to now take everything toxic in our body and push it out. Okay. We want to get rid of it. All the toxic memories, the negative emotions, all that stuff, literally breathe it away. And how actually we lose weight is through our lungs in breath. I don't know if you knew that or not. So the breath is so powerful. So again, breathe in for the count of 4, hold it for 8 as you count up your 8 chakras, and then blow it out for 8 like you're blowing out birthday candles and get rid of all that crap. We're going to do that 2 times. And then just keep your eyes closed the whole time. Listen to my words. So here we go. Put your feet flat on the floor. Put your hands on your lap. Close your eyes. Breathe in for 4. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe out for 8. Should feel really empty right now. Now breathe in for 4. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blow it out. Should feel nice and relaxed. Listen to my words. I have today to love my life. Something really good is going to happen to me today. I can feel it. Miracles, big and small, I notice them all. Yes, 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 thank you. I have today to live a better lifestyle. No more monotony for me. I am going to do things differently, improve my life 1% better every day. Create awareness where I think I'm stuck. Become the person I intend to be. I know that that person is not outside of me. It's within me. It's within my power. And one of the ways that I'm going to do it is to incorporate these 7 keys, these 7 ways into my life to enrich my life. I'm going to say every day, I have today to live a better lifestyle. I'm going to put those 12 goals on my calendar. I'm going to mark my calendar with an unplanned vacation and getaway. I'm going to buy something decadent for myself. I'm going to write down my 3 wishes. I'm going to taste something new today and every day. I'm going to stop that when-then syndrome, and I am going to tell a new story, a new, better story. I'm going to speak my goals, dreams, and desires into fruition, into existence, knowing that history is behind me. And the only way for me to change my life and have an impact on the world that I am powerful enough to do is by incorporating this new lifestyle, this new way of being, and letting go of the story and the old person I used to be in order to become the extraordinary person I am now, with the life that's waiting for me, so rich and abundant in every area of my life. I love myself unconditionally right now, right here, the way I am. I make moment by moment choices. I am kind and forgiving to myself, and I live that way with everybody else in the rest of the world. And that is how we create world peace. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can open your eyes. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you madly. Don't forget to get your book on Amazon, and then don't forget to get the bonuses at abettertodaybook.com while they last. Start implementing this into your life. It's going to change your life. It's my privilege and honor to do this, and I will see you next time. I love you madly. Take care. Bye-bye.